I guess there is, in a way, right? I was talking about the fact that I'm not sure I believe in this Razor. The side lanes for Yellow Submarine are very good. Speaking of side lanes, we will see the Brambles and the Blow Grenade being thrown away, but Melody with the heal as well as that stick charge should be able to live. Not if they have the Shadow Realm as well in Ruwe. Going to be sprouted up, but not enough damage or control or anything for that matter. As he is now a full level ahead of the Void, despite the fact that he was alone in lane. You can see from the denies, 13 denies that Dawnbreaker was able to pull off as the Ray is going to be jumped here. They have the ulti from the Zeus. Finally, Zayat will pick that one up. And there we go. Their Q combo working out as they also find rune here. But the price of that rune is going to be death, as Melody will once again. So a big difference from the Dawnbreaker. 45-14. Oh, Zayat will try and get his own Wisdom Rune, and he will be successful at that, which means Ike will unfortunately fall. And at the same time, I'm surprised he ends up being this low, even behind a Spectre, not a hero known for being good in lane. Oh, there you go. Dawnbreaker, OT on top of Absolute Massive. He has that Vanguard, but won't be able to get out as the Chronosphere is available. Do they have any damage right now? It really feels like they don't. Blood Grenade is going to be laid out as finally the Brambles locking down Zayat, but they're spreading their damage too thin, and they don't really find anyone. Finally, Plasma Field's going to be there, finding Shigetsu. Really good OT away from the static link as King looking for any targets, but they have no slows. They have no ways from finding kills. Zyke maybe possibly looking at Zayat. He's tanky enough. She's tanky enough. And now look at the mid lane. They have that troll creep. So many Skelly boys just having that extra damage. Now Ike TP is here. Level 3 will be overpowered by the damage. And Melody, he might be able to get on top of Erase. The center OT buying some time, but Erase cannot stand his ground. The Brambles are going to be there. But the heals from Melody allowing them to, at least for now, survive, as Raze will be forced away. Spectre OT, they get vision of the Razor. This is starting to become a disaster. Navi moving forward. Rue should be next. Do they have enough vision for another arc lighting? Nice. Fog, Juke. Holy crap, he's still alive. Gets vision for the urn, and the snowball is gonna be there. Oh, Shadow Realm, where's the lightning bolt? Waiting for it, and eventually Meloju picks it up. So definitely giving them trouble for it, but at the end, so many ways to kite the Razor. Oh, Absolute Massive gets found. The Dawnbreaker ult is going to be off the mark if he micros, but doesn't matter. He will be taken down anyways very quickly. Despite the two dire wards in the triangle, they will be able to just overpower him. He thought he was safe. The Hoof Stomp actually knows that if that spell gets popped, they're not going to be fine as the King tries to get out. But look at the range. That snowball from far away. The Razor TP is there. They have the center ulti, and Shigetsu should be in trouble. He's gonna fall. Somehow, Yellow Submarine turning that fight, at least for now. Can they time walk the damage? King will be able to go to the right side, but on the left side, the Dawnbreaker will fall. That's a double kill for Raze, and the first real actual win from Yellow Submarine so far. They just doubled the amount of kills they had. Yes, he had dropped his advantage quite a bit, but starting to look a bit better on his side. We could maybe check the net worth to understand a bit more what's happening, as he's going to be engaged upon. Walrus Punch with that spectral damage. Oh no, way too casual with the time walk. Could have probably survived, but good spell casting from Navi. As he is okay. And we'll try and go for that Enchantress, and there's no way she lives. A lot of heroes and resources being spent, mainly the Stampede, but if this gives them the tower, which seems to be the case, it's probably a worthwhile trade. Erase even gets a right click right there. I think the center wanted it for the Blink Dagger, but look at that. There's a counter play being made right now, and look at it. The Centaur doesn't have his Blink and doesn't have a way out. Good Willow OT, but even then, the Zeus has enough damage. He was out of range for that OT, as Array is going to be broken by those creeps, and with the damage that she gets, so should be able to pick it up. It's Nefrit that gets the right click. We'll get vision of the Razor here in the mid lane. They are very eager to get erased. The slow, nice OT from the center, though. The shard never came, so it was just, yeah, I don't know about that. Shard was not used. I guess what he pretty much knew he was dead once he pressed the snowball. Maybe the play was to force the stampede in the first place. Want to be using aggressively because, well, if they don't, oh, there you go. They actually smoke instantly as they will find Zayed. Not the ideal target as the snowball is going to be used. They're looking for more targets on the left side. Can the Satanic Void find anyone? So far, they didn't even kill Zayed, but beautiful Sprout actually blocking that Tusk completely. Good time dilation, looking for someone, but the they're right now waiting for this Wisdom Rune as they also want to get their Tormentor, Shigetsu. God, really nice TP. Oh, the snowball through the Ancients, canceling Rua's TP. It was even more beautiful. Nicely done there. Very skeptical on whether they're going to be able to do so. Now smoke here from Yellow Submarine. Not sure if the BKB on Void did get completed, but they will find an Enchantress. Malady, good 4-step away. Nice snowball, buying time as the Stampede will take everyone away from the Solar Guardian. Now Shigetsu being slowed down by that Plasma Field. Chronosphere is available. Really nice E-Blade, but not in time. Spectre was already way too low. And another fight where Yellow... So if the Chronosphere gets used, if they can force a fair amount of OTs, they could potentially hit the towers if they kill enough heroes. That could also happen as the Void gets found and instantly time walks away to the right side. The Smoke Tusk unable to really get the jump as he will find the center instead. And this time there is no Stampede. He's going to be hit by the Dawnbreaker. So much freaking damage. And the King looking for a Chrono on the left side does not find it. The BKB is going to be there. Chronosphere on 3. This is amazing. Can he get the second kill? The Tusk will not survive as Shigetsu is not a hero that the Void really wants to fight against. Good time walk away and Malady is going to be locked by the Sprout. So this is a 2-for-1. Core and support for a core. If Rue could TP, this is the ideal scenario, but too low to even attempt it and will eventually fall here. So it's a 2-for-2 overall. Not too shabby of a trade, as we do see MKB here being the next item for... Oh, Shigetsu. Another good OT combination here from the Zeus. I'm assuming... Nimbus is going to be an item, just because just getting that vision for the Spectre OT is always nice. Malady gets found, time dilation off the mark. He should be fine. Double edge, slowly but surely, wearing the Enchantress off. Good Hurricane Pike away, but it's not enough distance. And if they get another Hoof Stomp with another double edge, it's going to be there. It's a kill for Satanic. Dominating streak, 18,000. I'm sorry, 18. Yeah, 18,000. The best lockdown here. So the smoke from Navi, as patient and smooth as it's been, doesn't necessarily give them... Okay, they're gonna go for a really big jump. They're gonna find the Zeus. If they can get a Chronosphere, that would be insane, as Satanic will be hit by the Dawnbreaker OT, taking so much damage, but finally gets the time walk back, pretty much negating all of the damage. Chronosphere finally available, does not find Malady, but he does have the damage to get the kill onto the Dawnbreaker. Now Malady gets stuck in the Chronosphere somehow. King still trying to get on top of Shigetsu. He will be able to time walk away. 3 dead on the side of Navi. And Yellow Submarine, the new kids on the block, looking really, really good right now. Time dilation slowing Malady down. Can they get that one Shadow Realm hit? They don't need it. Absolute massive just sheds through Malady. Just, yeah, I don't know. Never... Oh, yeah, I did hear a haunt, a shadow stab, mind you. In the bottom side as Ike tries to run away. Has no force staff. Has no way to defend himself against this. Itemize is really going to change. I think he probably has to play like... He should never be close to the actual fight. Maybe if he plays that way, once the Chrono is used. Okay, they will find that Void. Warus Punch is so much damage, and there's not going to be a time walk now. They have to disengage. Yellow Submarine, you lost your most important hero, and that combo was perfect. It was literally pitch perfect. I don't think the pipe was used fast enough, as Array is now trying to run away here from Nifred, taking a lot of his armor away, but eventually the shard should block his path, and even if he stands his ground, he will be eventually overpowered. Navi, they punch back real hard. Can and Dyer's can, both missing, as eventually though, they will be able to find the Yellow Submarine heroes on that side. Zayed ready to break the smoke. Oh, who stomp off the mark. This is a good blink out from Zayed, just breaking up the fight, giving vision, and the Void still looking for a target. Will not find anything as the Cursed Crown Brambles are going to be there, locking down the Tusk. They do claim the high ground here as V is in a really awkward spot. Meloju on the total right side, and the Spectre didn't even show up just yet. The Spectre just holding on that Shadow Step. Finally, buyback from the Tusk King, looking for a target. Does not want that Enchantress, wants the Zeus, wants anyone that's meaningful, and it is going to be Nifrit. He has that Chronosphere holding on to it, still not using it, because the Razor will get that kill nonetheless. The Razor will now go towards the Spectre. Really good. Oh, Chronosphere off the mark when she gets to, but oh, beautiful E-Blade. No nullifier just yet to dispel the E-Blade, but it will not save the Dawnbreaker's life. Even with that snowball, they will eventually perish here. Zayat with the nice 4-step plus the Ogre Seal Totem, but it doesn't matter. King will get that kill. No buyback on both the Tusk. Level 20 is definitely one stage where Void starts doing more damage, but without Refresher, without Octarine, without Eggs, I don't know, not that convinced. The Stampede looking for Shigetsu here, and they might find him. There you go. Sprout's gonna lock him in place as the Spectral Dagger buys some time. Chronosphere is there, though. They do have the Solar Guarding if necessary, and the King, taking so much damage from the Blade Mail, is going to be very careful. Does not die, even with the Thunder's God Rev. The pipe from Absolute Massive there, being the difference maker. Whole Blade and Dagon, stuff like that, but he's not really playing to be that type of hero this game, so decided to get the eggs. I wonder how good it's actually going to feel as Walrus Punch with the Snowball. They do have Willow nearby, will be able to push them away. A lot of damage being done to this Void as he will pop his BKB. Is in the card, actually. Will be able to get out. Good Chronosphere finds two heroes. The first one's going to be the Dawnbreaker, no buyback, but there is a Refresher here, and there you go. They're going to find the poor Zeus. He doesn't actually finish the kill, goes for the Tusk instead, but regardless, they both are going to die and buyback, and now Shigetsu, he's the last one. Can he live? Going through the cliff is not enough. He will fall. Triple kill for Satanic as Navi is about to be overpowered. They do not have buybacks here on the other heroes. Nice hop away from this Enchantress, but it's not enough, and GG gets called. Yellow Submarine. They take this game 1 against Navi, and you know, I'm not gonna say it was... It's a tough one, as Rue also drops another sentry. Will unblock the camp, but Melody just stays on top of the box range. Oh, they get the Hoof Stomp this time. Oh, that shot off the mark. Maybe expecting the... Oh, another double edge if they can get the hit. The center is fast enough. Absolute Massive. But finally, she gets to getting a little bit of a decent time. Well, the shard is gonna be there. They drop the calling, so the attack speed slow is gonna be there as Rue will try and disengage Weaver moving forward. They drop the blow grenade. Is enough damage she gets, so will pop that Lotus, but the damage could still be there if they get another double edge, and it is. Absolute Massive gets that kill, completes his Vanguard. There's no way in hell this Tusk can fight, and another double edge flying out. Melody, he could be in trouble. Oh my lord, that's... Level 6 gets used, and now Shigetsu does have to be a bit more careful with his position in the lane. Time for a stack here from Yellow Submarine as Melody going from the other side. LSA will connect onto that Dazzle, but what about the other damage? Stampede will buy time for Race to get into the high ground as the Blood Grenade gets thrown away. They have vision because of that ward. The Race trying to stand her ground. The Laguna Blade is going to be there, but not enough damage, and Navi, they will claim 1 kill. And that's what I'm talking about. Oh, an Absolute Massive. They really want your butt. They are very keen on your butt. Ike will actually scout out the rotation first, and he will die for his Centaur. Can they get more is the question. Right now, it doesn't seem to be the case, as at least he will live for now. That's some big trades right there. Both the Lina and the Triantine. Good that shot, trying to get on top of Rue and trying to be useful for his team as a Raze. Understands that, you know, his job is to farm, but Shigetsu wants to say otherwise. Look at that, the Snowball. Good Leech Seed, might buy some time for a Raze. The LSA is a little bit too early. Melody with the Grave, allowing them to live, but the damage, the calling, silencing the Weaver, so they lose their carry, but it's still another death for the Lina, and that is exactly why. Way too easy for them to get on top of the poor Lina, but now a Raze will find the Dazzle. Grave was used, good dead shot, and Meloju will fall. Satanic does not want... It's definitely lacking a lot, and This also means the center will get a very fast blink dagger. Oh, Zayad looking for a kill here, but he's going to be Laguna Bladed up, and Dragon Slaved, and Ike will find that kill as the Tree Protector falls in return. So lots of aggression in the mid lane. The haste rune will be Navi's, but still lane after all. That Wisdom rune being stolen definitely made the game a bit harder for him. Top lane, they will get the stun. The silence is there, and with the LSA, there's absolutely no way Wither will live, especially without a Bracer and some more.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh. Okay, Nightmare off the mark. Stampede being used. Melody will be chased down. The silence with the overgrowth is not perfect, but the LSA is going to be there. No time for the grave as the Laguna Blade also flies out. An absolute massive. He's been so important. Oh. Some TPs here. Treant on the right side. Centaur runs into them. Can they cancel Zaya? They will. They're going to cancel that with the dash shot as well as that silence. An absolute massive. He is so tanky. Melody will not survive the damage. Zaya, though, gets a good Nightmare into TP away. But the aggression here for Navi is going to be heavily punished. Well. Okay. Nothing major happening here. As now they're going to try and go for this. The Orchid from who? Who has the Orchid? I guess it's the Naga. Zayad will be overpowered as well. And that Treant getting so much intel for so long that eventually allows Yellow Submarine to collapse in that bottom side. They get one core. They get a support. So far, it looks like they're not going to get any towers out of it. But he was quite strong. But the fact that he has to farm so much before he's actually online is the reason this hero has flaws. And we can see Navi. I'm not sure what he was afraid of there, but the time lapse anyways. Yes. Ooh, okay. Mr. Satanic is there in that Orchid alongside the Calling. There's going to be more than enough here for him to claim that support. No shard on Meloju just yet, which means that the Illusion are still going to move forward as... Whenever he's ready to fight, I'm not sure if he's really going to be ready. Like, they're technically... Okay, charge finds Rue. No cancel just yet as the Fiend's Grip's going to be there. Okay, very nice jump. Fighting to canceling the grip, but now Absolute Massive, a little bit scared. Eventually, the Snowball's going to be there to buy time. The Orchid will be worn out as Zayad being chased by a huge number of illusions. Nefrit with the charge trying to save Zayad, and he's going to be stuck in between 7,000 illusions. The Nightmare is not going to be enough, and he eventually gets overpowered. There is vision, though, of the heroes on the side of Yellow Submarine. Good mirror image. Walrus Punch finds the real one. King will get that song out, and now looking for this Dazzle. Can he actually get this kill? They're going to go for the jump with the Hoof Stomp, and the double edge should be enough. The Dazzle is going to fall. Snowball not in time as the Overgrowth seems to be totally off the mark, but it doesn't matter. They're going to lose the Tusk as well as she gets, so if they get vision of you, it could be disastrous. To me, that's the biggest problem that they had with their draft, Navi, but looking at the other heroes, I actually thought that he had enough tools, but their laning stage was just not perfect. Laguna Blade with the LSA, Erase, Mega Q streak at the moment, and they're gonna actually smoke all the way around. The Chin Protector is gonna actually, yeah, he will reveal the smoke and tank a Fiend's Grip. I don't think this is a bad call. Fiend's Grip full duration. Oh, he's gonna buy back charge. Will find Rie, but they have the Calling going on. Good Nether Strike pushing him away from the Calling, but finally his OT will allow him to survive everything as the Dazzle did get killed by Satanic. Time lapse away from the Naga as Shigetsu will be forced to Orchid away. Song of the Siren finds one. The Lina found another, and they do have the control here for this Tusk. There is buyback available for the two supports, but the Dazzle has no way back into this game besides waiting. So let's... Interesting. Well, they use the second glyph. Charge finds the main hero. They do have that stun with the slow and everything. That's Spirit Breaker. Nefrit's that, and he has no buy. I think he made this game a bit harder for Navi now, as the Lotus Orb is going to disable that Poison Touch Hex. Now, this is an Aegis Naga, not an easy target. Really good that shot. Finds Shigetsu, pushing him away. And Satanic will be fine. As Zayat still looking for a Nightmare target. Still looking for someone out of position but just cannot find it. Reinitiation, finding that Bane. Grave will buy time as can they get anyone? 3-man overgrowth with the LSA. Laguna Blade on top. And this is just a massacre here. Yellow Submarine looking like a tier 1 team. Barracks now. Ages only 28 seconds left. As Satanic, doing as much damage as he can, will be charged, it looks like, from... Not even sure where from. Okay, Snowball. Save onto the Weaver. Oh, Lotus Orb though, reflecting the Snowball. The Grave is there. She will get the time lapse off, but the Tusk dead again as Satanic. 5 seconds for his Aegis. They will not be able to hold the damage until the Aegis expires. So there is a second life. Good charge going through the Naga. Can he get the Song off? He gets Hexed, but the Satanic Naga gets able to run away with the Stampede, but eventually will fall. The damage from Shigetsu being enough. Can they find the Tusk a second Grave? She gets with a double kill, and it feels like Navi, they don't want to let it go. And finally...
Tower is under attack.
Okay. Disperser is ready now as they will smoke here on the side of Yellow Submarine. No Fiend's Grip available. Oh, time lapse used, I guess. Oh, charge finds Rue and Nefrit. Will be snared up. They have a decent amount of control. Nightmare buying some time here as the Grave is also there, but can Nefrit survive? He has a Lotus as well, but the damage, finally, the illusions are going to be handled by Mellow Juice, Poison Touch. Overgrowth, onto 3, one more time. Can they get the LSA? They will. Shigetsu already committed his time lapse. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, but the Grave will hold Mellow Juice at least for a while, but they will be able to withstand the duration of it. LSA cancel perfectly, but the Snowball will not save the Shigetsu Weaver, but saves Meloju for now, not for long, as finally that Dazzle gets killed by King, and Melody is still being chased down. Zayat will eventually fall, and Navi crumbles to the Submarine of the Radiant side. Nefrit with a charge. Yeah, that's cute, my friend, but there is... doesn't matter. They are way too strong with Satanic in another game where he feels unstoppable right now. Good stun. Looking for Dazzle with the LSA. Locking down that good Nightmare save, buying some time, but not enough time for a Grave here as Shigetsu is forced to time lapse. They already lost the lane of Barracks bottom, and I think this is going to be a third one. They're out of any possible ways to fight. The damage of Yellow Submarine is way too big. Shigetsu gets to BKB away, I guess, but it's not gonna matter. It really isn't. GG flies out, and in 30 minutes, Yellow Submarine overpowers Navi in a manner